The ouster of Jeff Sessions jolted Washington, as Lisa said, as it was still absorbing the aftermath of the midterm elections. The results have changed the political landscape, giving Democrats control of the U.S. House of Representatives and Republicans a slightly wider margin in the U.S. Senate.
The Republican Party defied history to expand our Senate majority while significantly beating expectations in the House.
President Trump called a White House news conference to tout the election returns and claim personal credit for expanding that Senate majority.
We saw the candidates that I supported achieve tremendous success last night. As an example of the 11 candidates we campaigned with during the last week, 9 won last night.
In heated exchanges with news reporters, the president denied that his attacks on migrants promoted racism. He also blamed the loss of the GOP's House majority on a surge of Republican retirements and incumbents who distanced themselves from him. He even argued he can get more done with a Democratic House than with a paper-thin GOP majority.
If we won by 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, that wouldn't happen. And the closer it is, the worse it is. This way, they'll come to me, we'll negotiate, maybe we'll make a deal, maybe we won't. That's possible. But we have a lot of things in common on infrastructure. We want to do something on health care. They want to do something on health care. There are a lot of great things that we can do together.
But Mr. Trump warned that if Democrats launch investigations of him, that would be the end of any cooperation.
Now, we can investigate. They look at us, we look at them. It goes on for 2 years. Then at the end of 2 years, nothing's done.
House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi, the likely speaker-to-be, insisted Democrats will hold the president accountable after gaining more than 30 seats for their first majority since 2010.
Yesterday's election was not only a vote to protect America's health care, it was a vote to restore the health of our democracy. And we as Democrats are here to strengthen the institution in which we serve and not to have it be a rubber stamp for President Trump.
That could mean investigations of everything from Mr. Trump's tax returns to Russia's role in the 2016 election. On the Senate side, Majority Leader Mitch McConnell played down concerns that divided government will mean gridlock.
Even though we had obviously big differences over things like taxes and judges, there were plenty of other things we did together, and there's no reason that would stop simply because the House now becomes Democratic.
But Democratic Senator Chuck Schumer suggested President Trump and his party now have good reason for worry.
Look, last night was a really good night for Democrats. And what happened last night doesn't bode well for President Trump and Republicans in 2020 and beyond.
Democrats are also counting their gains in the ranks of governors, winning at least 7 more state houses last night. They were watching the election results everywhere. Wall Street rallied on the news from the election. Analysts said that divided government will likely mean no new taxes or government regulations and no repeal of the Affordable Care Act. The Dow Jones Industrial Average today gained 545 points to close at 26,180. The Nasdaq rose 194 and the S&P 500 added 58. All 3 indexes are up more than 2%.